Hey guys, Aaron Classic Gamer, and guess what? We picked up a whole bunch of stuff in a nice lot on eBay for the SEGA Saturn. We picked up a Japanese SEGA Saturn controller. My SEGA Saturn controllers have had well over 20 years of use and are getting kind of old. This one has also had some use. It's got a little nick there. The buttons work great. The D-pad is definitely broken in, needs a little bit of cleaning. But overall, it's lost its clickiness, but you can almost hear it. But overall, it does play very, very well. So some of the screws are all rusted in and everything else, but it's part of the lot, and I've been playing games with it, fighting games included, and incredibly responsive. And this is supposedly an original SEGA Saturn controller that was released way back in '94. So this makes it 30 years old, and it still feels great, plays great. Cannot complain, guys. Then we picked up 13 games for an awesome, awesome price, of which I don't know all of them, or even if some of these are even playable in English. But we're able to use our Action Replay cartridge and play all of them, of course. We had played quite a few of them. Some of them don't have any English to them, English subtitles that is, so they're pretty much unplayable, a couple of them. But there's some really awesome games in here that are playable, and that's what I was really after with the lot. So first up we have Graduation S. Don't know much about it. It's just the disc and looks like the manual. From what I can tell, it's based off an anime. Pretty cool CD there. And from what I can tell, it's all Japanese, but still kind of cool to have in the collection. This game here also supposedly is based off an anime. I take this information from some relatives that watch a lot of anime. And this is some sort of RPG and has some character development. I don't know. This is just stuff I found on Wikipedia about it. Haven't explored too deeply. Again, very text heavy in Japanese. Now, a game that does have some Japanese, but quite a bit of English, and is very, very playable, is Last Bronx, an awesome fighting game. I did have this, the American version of this, and I sold it long ago, probably close to 20 years ago. And I was very happy to pick up another copy of Last Bronx. Just beautiful artwork, guys. Definitely a lot better than the American artwork. Check out the back of this CD case here. Pretty cool, guys. It was a 3D fighter and it looked beautiful back then. It still looks great. It holds up awesome. Came out in, I think, 96 in Japan. Maybe 97 over here. Very cool. I have played this. It works great. I'm not sure why they use these wide CD cases all the time, but there's the special disc that comes with it. Not totally sure what that is. Maybe it's maybe it's just a CD or something. Not sure. But here's the actual game, the arcade disc of Last Bronx. Why they're upside down, I don't know. I put them back in wrong, I guess. But CDs are in pretty good shape, really. Definitely a really cool lot. And I was very glad to get this cartridge in here. This Saturn CD game. Another awesome game. I do have the American version, but I did not get the original Virtua Fighter. And the Japanese version. So I was hoping to play that, and that's also included here. I do have Virtua Fighter 2 Remix, which is the definitive Virtua Fighter game, of course. I think this was a pack-in for the original Saturn. The guy I bought this off of was from Tokyo, and he stated that this Saturn collection was with him since he first bought it way back in '94. So he kept great care of his collection. Also, another cool fighting game there, guys, Virtua Fighter. Just check it out, guys. It's an early 3D fighter. Yeah, the jumps are crazy. Nothing too terribly memorable by it. Virtua Fighter 2 is so much better. And Virtua Fighter 3 on the Dreamcast is absolutely amazing. Anyway, guys, let's carry on. Here we have J-League official TV game victory goal. Now, this does have some English on it. It is a soccer game, or football, as you would call it anywhere else but here. And it's a fun game. Not sure if this had a port here in the States, but plays great. It's actually a lot of fun. Next one is Enemy Zero. Haven't tried this yet. Not sure. It says Warp presents an interactive movie. Enemy Zero. Very cool and ominous. Most of it's in Japanese. I'm not sure if any of it's in English. Another one of these big box games. Many discs. There's disc 3 and 2. Whoa. And disc 1. And here we go, disc 0. So I don't know what that's all about, but we'll definitely check it out and see how it plays. Very cool artwork if nothing else, and like pseudo 3D graphics there on the front. Another game based off an anime I've told is Evangelion's Second Impression. Another one of these big box CD games from Japan. You be the judge if it's complete. It has this cool little audio CD, which I have played, and it's very cool. I need to actually play the game. It says it's the 10th anniversary here when you look. So maybe it was a long-running anime over in Japan. Not sure, guys. You tell me. It says Angel Attack the Beast, a transfer, Hedgehog's Dilemma, RE1, RE2, A Human Work, Azuka Strikes. I don't know, maybe it's a compilation. Not sure. Like I said, I bought this for just a few games. I wanted Last Bronx, Virtua Fighter, and a couple more games we're going to see here soon. The Game of DX. This is like in an after-party CD case, unfortunately. Not sure exactly what it is. Haven't played this one yet. Seems to be some sort of party game from what I gather. If we can get it to open. Maybe. Don't want to break it. So yeah, maybe it's some sort of like Wheel of Fortune or something. I don't know exactly what it is. But it is some sort of party game. And here we have the iconic Myst. Not sure if this is in English, but you know, everybody knows what Myst is. It's a point and click adventure. It's ported to every system back in the day. Very cool. Just a single CD there. This is all in Japanese, so I would imagine the actual game is in Japanese. Not sure. Looks like this was ported way back in '94. A lot of these games were like original releases, you know, from way back in '94, from what the guy was telling me. Here's the insert. A lot of these are complete, which is very awesome. Surrealistic adventure that will become your world. Alright. I want to get that closed up right. Don't want to tear up the insert. Keep, even if I don't find joy in this, when I do trade it from not using it, I want whoever to have as much of it as they possibly can. Here's a cool game, Mobile Suit Gundam Side Story 2. So, also an anime. It's got the softbox, which I've never seen before. Apparently that's how it came. Kind of cool. There's no like information booklet other than this one, which just has the contents, and that's all in Japanese. Most of this is in Japanese, but it is playable. Very playable for somebody that doesn't speak Japanese. So, pretty cool. I never knew that softbox games were released in Japan. It's a Bandai game. Very cool. Maybe this was part of like a bigger collection. Not quite sure. Because I'm pretty sure I have another Mobile Suit Gundam game somewhere. We recently moved world headquarters of Aaron Classic Gamer here. So some stuff has still not been found. But yeah, that's a pretty cool game there. Mobile Suit Gundam. Alright, and this is what I was really after here is Shadow of Tusk, which is a Japanese JRPG, obviously, and however, you can change the settings and play it entirely in English, or almost completely in English, and it's one of those really cool games that never made it over here. Unfortunately, I didn't get all the side stuff that came with it. It is in a big box. It is only one disc. I was kind of worried about that. But it did only come with one disc, I guess, when you look it up. Had a bunch of stickers and cards that came with it when it was originally released. I don't know what this would have been. I'm not sure. But when I look on eBay, all the games only have one disc. So I'm pretty confident that this is still here. And what this normally goes for, even loose, was what I paid for this entire collection. So that was the big game I was after, Shadow of Tusk. Here's this game. It is the second of the series. Whatever that series is, I do not know. It was made by NEC. I'm assuming it's some sort of anime. There's a young girl crying in the back. Not sure what it's about. But it'd be cool to kind of check out. Maybe see what it all entails. There's disc A. Maybe it's a movie. Hard to tell. And disc B. And here is actually the greatest game of the collection, even though I was really looking to get Tusk, is Salamander Deluxe Pack Plus. And this game actually has 3 games on it. It has Salamander 1 and 2. And Salamander 2, of course, was released on the Saturn. Salamander 1 was on the NES, or the Famicom. And what is the other game that's on here? It's another Salamander game. Oh, Life Force. Okay. There we go. There's Life Force. So you have Salamander 1, Salamander 2, and Life Force. So very, very cool, guys. The music in this is amazing. I've played this game. Everything works. Of course, a lot of it's in Japanese, the menus and things like that, but very navigable if you don't speak Japanese. And super awesome shoot 'em up, guys. Salamander 2, one of the best horizontal shooters on the Saturn, so definitely worth checking that out. But yeah, guys, I picked this up super duper cheap along with the controller. I think the whole thing was like $40 maybe, something like that. And then I think it was $10 or $12 shipping. It did take like 2 weeks to get the package, but so far all the games have worked, and really awesome, guys. So far my favorite game that I have played is probably the Salamander Deluxe Pack Plus, followed by Last Bronx, and I can't wait to play Shadow of Tusk. Anyway, guys, please remember to like, subscribe, and comment, and as always, peace and happy gaming.